is nothing more rewarding than having a successful hunt, and the bottom line is that no matter how much money you spend on equipment or how much time you spend in the woods, it all comes down to the final seconds of that trigger squeeze. Now, this isn't a video on ballistics, it's not a video on arrow setup, this is specifically on shot placement. And how this video is set up is that I'm going to walk you through the first several scenarios, show you where to shoot. The second series of scenarios is going to be up to you. There's going to be 1, 2, and 3 listed on the deer. In the comment section, leave a comment of which clip and which number you would shoot. And here's a quick resume on me. I've been a deer hunter for the past 15 years, each of which I've killed multiple deer per season. I've been a paramedic for 12 years. 6 of those years I've been a CPR instructor. Cardiology and pulmonology are a big part of my life. I can coach you through this. I know vitals. So, here's what you got to do. For this first clip, you have a deer, let's say at 30 yards. It's broadside, maybe slightly quartering away, and also slightly uphill. The heart is located here, and the lungs are located here. Remember, our best as hunters is making quick and ethical kills. And placing a trajectory in the vitals would do just that. So in this scenario, this would be your best shot placement. Reason being that the heart and the lungs would both see trauma. For the next scenario, this is the buck that I shot in Ohio, October 2021. If you've seen the video, you know that my shot was actually a little far back. There was zero cover between the deer and I did not feel comfortable stopping him. However, the shot wasn't as bad as I initially thought, and we wound up finding him a few hours later. Here's the proper shot placement. The heart is here, and the lungs are here. With the deer being so close at 7 yards, it is important to keep in mind that your high entrance will make a low exit, allowing the arrow or any trajectory to clip both lungs. With the lungs being the better option at this point, aim high. Think of this scenario as poking the hole in the bottom of a Ziploc bag. You want as much drainage as possible. Aim for the top of the close lung and plan to exit at the bottom of the back lung. This will cause as much drainage as possible, leaving this to be your shot placement. The next scenario analyzes the frontal shot, also known as a bottleneck shot. A shot like this is only applicable with the bow at a very close range. With a firearm, you can get away with a longer distance, however, be cautious. But here's the setup on the vitals. The heart is here, and the lungs are here. The window to get into the vitals is extremely small. Proper shot placement lies right here. Again, if you're using a bow for this shot, make sure you are at ground level at close range only. Rifle, you have a little bit more, but not bow. Okay, so for this clip, I know that we are going to run into some controversy. However, let's plan that we are set up for this shot. Here is where the heart is. This is where the lungs are. It's a hard quartering too, and slightly downhill. This is your best shot placement. You have to access the vitals. Do not be afraid of that shoulder. That shoulder blade is much further forward than you might think. Access the top of the lungs and drain through the bottom. You will not be tracking that deer. This next scenario is the quartering away shot. This is a wonderful shot for archery hunters. The vitals are accessible and the deer's face is probably not pointed at you. This is the place to be. This is a bow hunter's dream. That closest shoulder being slightly forward exposes all the vitals that you need to get into. Here's the scenario. The heart is located here. The lungs are located here. Proper shot trajectory would be right here. aim for that offset leg. Aim for the top of that offset leg. Where the top of that offset leg is, that's where you want to aim. This is the dream shot. This is what we all want. Top of the offset leg will get you bottom of the lungs, top of the heart. You're not tracking this deer. These next few scenarios are completely up to you. In the comment section below, label which clip it is, then state 1, 2, or 3 shot placement. The real goal here is for you to feel confident walking into the woods, and believe me, we will give you feedback. We want you to be confident. Deer, quartering towards you, slightly below grade. Where's your shot? Leave your comment below. Alright, next scenario. Again, slightly below you, but quartering away. Pick your shot. And lastly, a buck at 30 yards, slightly quartering to with low light. This one's tricky, so choose wisely. But most importantly, here's what we hope. We hope you have fun in the woods, we hope that you make irreplaceable memories, and most of all, we hope that you give the game that you acquire from the field the respect that it deserves.